Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Spike that like as well as always, and dive into the live chat with you guys' fantasy football questions. This is Week 10, Waiver Wire Fantasy Football Show. And as always, I am joined by my very loyal, very esteemed, very trustworthy pirate crew. Of course, give me money! The GMM Give Me Money Network, Bogart Scott-Free. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Now that we're in November, it's basically Christmas to me. Christmas, give me money.
Christmas, give me money. Yo, speaking of, I got me a little Christmas ale here.
I see.
Shout out to Bristol Brew. Man, this joint actually tastes like you'll shoot your eye out, kid. Representing the Fantasy Football Podcast as well. You can also check them out here Sunday mornings, Rumboyz NFL AM. Sven, what is going on, bro?
What's up, guys? Excited to talk some waivers tonight.
Bro,
Christmas music is already on the radio too. Have you been listening to it?
I have been. But I'm trying to figure out why you just came in like Barry White in my ear. So Luther Vandross right there.
He came through with the smoothness.
Yeah. I thought we were doing a fantasy football show, not a smooth jazz radio show.
We're here for everybody.
We're here for everybody.
The quiet storm.
This is the quiet storm. Fantasy football waiver wire on Rumboyz 105.9.
That was awesome.
We had Delilah back in New York in my town. She was Delilah, and she had like the softest. Dude, you can fall asleep driving.
I'm aware of Delilah.
I feel like that's like the most dangerous shit.
Good music, but I was like, damn, I can't listen to you when you start talking. I can't.
Like, damn, girl, like, chill. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Cheers to me, cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls want to do. Week 10, give us money.
We've made it to week 10. Can you believe that?
Bro, it seems just like yesterday.
There's so many COVID cases. It's amazing.
We were throwing them blazers on just yesterday.
It's not amazing.
Yeah,
right? Exactly.
Throwing blazers on yesterday, yeah. Now we're all dressed down here in the office, ready to be degenerates for everyone's fantasy football needs. Let's dive right into it. We got to start off with the running back group, the most important group in fantasy football, and probably most analysts' opinions. Starting off with the injuries, David Johnson, David Montgomery, CMC again.
Yeah.
Damian Harris, David. I already said Monty. Justin Jackson and James Conner. So once again, I'll just repeat that. David Johnson, David Montgomery, Christian McCaffrey again, Damian Harris, Justin Jackson, and James Conner.
Felt like I was in a Groundhog's Day for a sec there.
Right? I know.
Great movie.
I know, right? Bill Murray, give me money.
So the first thing that we need to state is now this particular running back maybe is likely not on waivers for you unless you're in a league where people get super overzealous and they make
Davis.
Yeah, exactly. You know where I was going. And they make really irrational decisions and drop people just because the other guy is back healthy, which is stupid. Don't ever do that. We don't advise that. But Mike Davis, if he is available to you and you are in that irrational league, we need to make it imperative that you all run out there and get. But aside from the obvious, Duke Johnson would have to be waiver wire priority number one. What are you fellas thinking about there?
Yeah. I agree with you with the Mike Davis thing. If he's available, I mean, especially if they're the CMC guy and it's fab, I would blow all my fab to get it to secure that up. The CMC is day to day, but I mean,
it's looking like he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah, I think it's trending bad. So, and then I have Duke Johnson at the top of the list because, bro, it's the Duke of Earl. You know what I mean? Like, it's what is there? The other guy, Buddy Holly, or what is his name? Buddy. I think his name is Buddy Holly, right?
You got me, dude.
It's the
I
other
can't
backup.
remember.
I know, right? Because is there another guy? I don't know. So the Duke of Earl should get a large portion of the snaps out of the backfield, and it's the most important Bogart ignorant intangible, the revenge narrative. Yes, playing the Browns.
God,
dial it up.
now, if for those that don't know, if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, Bogart is the king of fucking pitching revenge narratives. If that's your thing, that's what you're into. If that fancies you, go for it. I will say though, in terms of Duke Johnson, I am going to agree. Revenge narrative aside, if you are having to throw down Fab, this is a perfect scenario. If you've been hanging on to Fab all year and you haven't really had to spend a lot of it, you could go ahead and use about 40% of your budget. You know, you could go ahead and use 35% of your budget. You could probably honestly get away on the low ball, 35% of your budget, and toss that out there. I would say that that's a fair number. I would say that that's a fair gamble this late in the game for a guy like Duke Johnson or even a guy like Gus Edwards. I'm willing to risk it to get the biscuit and go 35% of what I've been banking. If you've already spent all of your shit, that's on you. I don't want to.
Most of my leagues are.
If you spend it all,
my Fab in all my Fab leagues, I'm broke.
I'm the person that always has Fab left over.
Yeah, I'm sure you are, because you always, you know why? Because you're ahead of the curve.
But if you're very fortunate too, where your team also stays healthy, you know what I mean? Like, then
I draft conservatively.
If you have a team though that like again, you don't have to spend anything. You don't need anything. Like, good for you. But like, no, there's so many leagues when I have like $5 left.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish that there was a way, you know, but just like in the middle of the NFL, you can't trade fucking salary caps.
Nope.
You know, you can't exchange money. So I'm sorry. But I wish there was a way that you could help.
Yeah, you could trade Fab, I think, in
Sleeper.
Yeah.
In Sleeper, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Duke Johnson, I think, is my number one pickup because there is nobody else there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna agree with you in Duke Johnson.
Mike Davis also did not look good the past few games that he actually got the ball.
No, I think that I personally to second you, Sven. I think that mileage is getting to him. What do you guys think about that?
I was just about to say that. I think the CMC workload is the CMC workload, not the Mike Davis workload. And
he handled it very well. He did in the beginning
for a good while. Like it made me laugh at the Bears. Like, why did you let him go? You know what I mean? Like,
it's one of those things. It's one of those things. You know how like a prime AP. I know that I'm not trying to call any of us out here, but fuck it. Let's face it. We've all been playing fantasy football for ages. Remember, you know, when you had AP, you could go and you could draft AP, and like that was like the cream of the crop, and then he got injured and it was like fuck, like, you know, no one else could really step in and fulfill for him. Like you know, not even
get out of here, Jerk McKinnon. And
right, where's this freak
Matt
athlete?
Asiata.
God,
remember Matt
Asiata he wasn't bad.
He was a goal line guy, bro. Like his stat line would be 12 yards and 2 touchdowns, like for real.
And I bring this up because, you know, AP let's face it, he's going to be a Hall of Famer, right?
Right.
Us, even though CMC's career is young, we kind of see that same trajectory of Hall of Fame narrative.
Yep,
do you think that the fair question is that only, just like AP, only AP could handle that workload in his prime, CMC has that same curse, or well, any team that works with CMC has that same curse.
Speaking of the AP with the Vikings, look at Dalvin Cook getting that type of workload. Like
it took them years to be able to find someone that could even do that.
Yeah, this is accurate. And then when they started giving him that AP workload, he tore his ACL against the Lions. It was a non-contact, and then he took a year to get all the way back, and then last year he finally, you know, had 14 games, and then that shit fell apart.
And I bring this up, and I utilize the historian aspect of things to bring this up to where, guys, if there's one thing that I can tell you that is absolutely positively true in football, is history repeats itself. Whenever draft time comes around and Todd McShay, Jordan, our own Jordan Love, all those guys going through and they're doing their fucking big boards and they're doing player comparisons and they bring up player comparisons, you know why that happens? Because they're looking for history to repeat itself. If there's one thing that we can guarantee in football is that history repeats itself. So I like that we just had this conversation. Sven, I really appreciate that you brought up about how Mike Davis, what was it, in the last 3 weeks? Was it? I would say 2 weeks.
I mean, yes, still go for him, but like be cautious. But the other flip side you could say is that he's had a couple weeks off, kind of now.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not really doing much. So
and
McKissick, go for McKissick.
We're about to get into.
When he asked that question, that's what I said.
We're about to get into that one. And we could actually perfectly segue into that one. McKissick has been kind of, I don't even want to say stealing touches. I feel like whenever I watch the film, he's just doing what is designed for him specifically.
Very well.
I want to point something out. 80% of the snaps, right, was McKissick in this last game, and 40%, I think it was like 44% of the snaps was Gibson. But they were on the field together for basically like 30%.
It was like 35.
Shit.
It was like 38% of the time. Like 39% of the time.
If you remember when Dwayne Haskins was it that game that no.
Gibson's isn't out. Gibson is not out.
When Kyle Allen got knocked out of the game the first time when he was a starter, right? And Alex Smith came in against the Rams. Immediately it was J.D. McKissick. So they have that rapport coming from the team twos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. That I do agree with. I want to speak on that a little bit. Now that you're seeing a lot of the team twos and the team threes kind of get out there due to injury on that Washington football team. Look for seeing that same personnel grouping be on the field together. I know that is very hard to analyze because we did not have a preseason. I get that.
Now we're in it.
Yeah, and now we're in it. Yeah. You know, so you're probably wondering, well, who the fuck is personnel group 2 and personnel group 3 for Washington, or for some of these teams? And I do want to remind people, these lower tier teams are going to be your teams in the championships that you're going to want to have some of these guys up, because they're less likely to get benched. They're more likely to play 4 quarters for you throughout the playoffs. So I also want to make sure I put that out there. J.D. McKissick, Antonio Gibson. If I have Gibson, I may be trying to shore that up with McKissick, or even trying to use that as a keep away from anyone else. If you are someone else, you don't have Gibson, make the play for McKissick so that the Gibson owner does not have the handcuff in case something happens to Gibson.
And the original check down Charlie is Alex Smith. You know what I mean? So
Oh, that's it. If Alex Smith is playing this week, JD McKissick, I think he's an RB2. That's crazy, I know, but 9 catches for 65 yards. I mean, the guy had 14 targets.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Do not bench Gibson yet. You only bench Gibson if he has a bad week this week. Do not.
I don't think you. Yeah.
Who are they playing? They're playing the Eagles.
The Giants play the Eagles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, right. I have the schedule up. Hold on. They're playing the Lions. Defense is not. I don't think their defense is that good. Actually, they are giving up the most amount of fantasy points to running backs.
Yeah.
You run both these.
Gibson
you run
and
both
McKissick.
These guys. You run both these guys this week. What's going to happen is that this is going to be a ground and pound game. And then what's going to happen is when Alex Smith probably gets in between that mid zone, you'll start to see a little bit of going to the air. They'll go back to the run, march down the red zone, and then either it's going to be a screen pass from Alex Smith to the running back, or the running back is just going to draw a play between the tackles and go for that thing. I see a lot running in that.
Revenge narrative, J.D. McKissick.
Revenge narrative, Adrian Peterson. So I mean, that goes either way. That goes super either way. That goes super either way. Bogart, if only you were a writer, man, that would be the perfect game for you to write about, because you love fucking headlines. Like, you love headlines.
People need to hear you say it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They can't feel your passion.
It would be paper. All in like italics. What do they call it?
All caps,
capitals
bold,
and I. What do they call the metallics? The leaning letters. Yeah.
I sent.
It would just
Jay
be
Love
chicken scratch, really.
I sent Jay Love the link so he could join us.
Yeah.
Let's see if he clicks on it. Kalen Ballage. Now I've been seeing a lot. Oh shit! Why did I just read this name? All right.
He's down to the practice squad. You might want to point that out. Like,
okay.
Which is so weird.
Hold on.
He literally stepped in on the field and like just went in after Jackson was out like the first quarter of the game.
Tremon Pope is my guy. If I'm going for anybody.
Maybe Kalen Ballage last week was because
there he is. Now we can talk Kalen Ballage. What's going on, Jordan? We're actually talking Kalen Ballage right now, bro.
Yo, what's up?
What up, Jay Love?
Yeah, Jay Love, who corrected a reporter today from not our company on the correct spelling of Kalen Ballage.
I think I spelled it wrong.
It was Kenyon Drake, not Kalen Balazs.
Bogart, no, you do your own thing because we know that you type nicknames in the show sheet and shit like that. That's completely different. Like we know what you're doing.
True. I used to call him the Bellagio.
But yeah, guys. So yeah, Kalen Balazs. How do you feel about Kalen Balazs, Jordan?
Okay, coming from me, I've always liked Kalen Balazs because he's this weird mix of speed, size, and power. If you're looking at him, he has this skill build for a running back in today's game. He can catch. Again, he's strong, he's fast. And I think he's honestly just breaking out. The Chargers have this knack for picking up small running backs who don't fit.
Anthony Lynn, bro.
They just fit. And again, I think you're seeing a similar role of Justin Jackson, a guy who can catch fast, strong.
I should have put Bellagio down at the bottom of this list because, like, you know,
if Justin Jackson's out, which it looks like he's going to be, Kalen Balazs is going to be the RB1 again this week.
I'm not mad at that. Kalen Balazs is actually decent in pass protection.
If they promote him from the practice squad.
Yeah, because they bumped him back down. Because
I expect him to come back up.
And Tremaine
Pope.
Is it Tremaine
Pope.
Yeah, the Pope. Let's just call him the Pope. Like, he had a concussion last week, so he should be on track to come back.
I think so.
And he was the guy that kind of bogarted all that shit last week. You know what I mean? For anybody.
That was a nice plug.
J-Lo
was a nice plug.
J-Lo's dog is always slumped, Daniel.
She always back there.
Yeah. You wipe your face, man.
This is a Band-Aid. I have a cut.
Band-Aid.
I have a cut all the way down my cheek.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you rocking the Nelly? You're going down, baby. Yo, street in the Range Rover, zoom, zoom, baby. Not ready to let it go.
Not on purpose.
You got Air Force Ones on?
I have some in my closet.
Bust the grill out too.
Bust the grill out. You sipped on that pimp juice? Ooh,
pimp juice. Hey, Nelly was kind of the joint back in the day, huh?
He was the shit, bro. He was the shit.
Nelly's the one, like, the hoes go crazy when a Nelly song came on.
Bro, this man did a concert here before COVID, like, you know, back in like September, like in 2019, and like all the 30 and ups was out there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all better stop calling us 30 and ups old now. We know how to fucking get down.
I'm old.
Plus, our music was better.
Oh, our music was way better. Way better. Joshua Kelly. I'm not picking this man up. I'm not doing Joshua. I'm not picking up Joshua Kelly.
He's the complementary piece to whatever running back is the RB1 there. That's what he is.
Let's preference that as a deeper league ad then, maybe. If you're like
if you're in like a 16 team, definitely.
Like this week, I'd go Duke Johnson, JD McKissick, Benny Snell.
Hey, I know James Conner got hurt because I was.
Yeah, are we okay? Are we sure about him? I think he's going to be okay. No,
but I don't know what kind of injury it was.
James Conner's always okay. James Conner's always going to be okay.
Come with me if you want to live.
The man was tossing logs, and we all made fun of him on Twitter in the offseason. Like, why is he doing this? And just look at how well it's paid off. So yeah,
I toss logs every day, like 3 times a day. I mean, you know, actually, maybe. Not so much toss him. Like
actually, it's Anthony McFarland is the guy you actually want to go for.
I put him on the list too. I put him on the list.
He got more. Looked like he got more than Brady Snell. Actually,
I think this one is sneaky.
Could be a test.
Well, but it's sneaky because ironically the Steelers were in a negative game script most of the time, and that's McFarland's. That's his bag, is the pass catching guy. So, you know, in order to move fast up and down the field, it was him out there. You know what I mean? Because they were losing most of that game, ironically.
Mike Davis, Swift, Edmonds, Lindsey, and possibly Drake. Who you guys picking? I mean,
if Drake is healthy,
I don't think Drake is going to play. I mean, I guess like if we got to start one.
If there's no CMC, it's kind of tough for
Mike
Davis because they're playing the Bucks. But I would say
I'm playing Edmonds out of everybody.
I like Lindsey.
I like Lindsey too. I like Lindsey a lot.
The Raiders' run defense is down there with the likes of Green Bay and Houston, and
Drew Lock is
balling. I like Drew Lock.
Yeah.
I used to think Drew Lock's only claim to fame.
If you could get Robert Woods for Zeke right now, do that. Yes, do that.
One Zeke is on a bye.
He looks like trash right now.
He looks like he came off of Rona.
Oh, this is bad.
He's been playing bad all year, and
Dak is gonna get paid. He better.
Zeke is running like a real life Ewok.
Hey,
y'all remember that part in Star Wars? Y'all remember that part in Star Wars?
Wicked.
And he got the beard like him too.
He do got the Ewok beard. I know.
He do.
I like that everyone got the Star Wars reference. Fucking thank God.
George Lucas looks like an Ewok for real though.
George Lucas does like an Ewok.
George Lucas is an Ewok.
George Lucas looks like if fucking if Jabba Fett and fucking
Boba Fett or Jabba the Hutt
or Boba Fett and or not Boba Fett.
The slug. Chewie. Oh, the slug. Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, Jabba the Hutt. If Jabba the Hutt and fucking what's his name had a cross child, had a sex child,
the Ewok,
and the Ewok had a sex child, that's George Lucas.
That was the George Lucas that made Indiana Jones 4. I finally saw it. I want that. I want that time back of my life.
I never watched it because it
was atrocious.
I don't like getting upset. That's why people were so upset with the ninth installment of the Star Wars saga, and I was like, I haven't sat through it yet.
As a standalone,
it's not bad.
It's not
bad. As a standalone, I liked it.
Again,
too many nerds I respect was
Raj,
don't even do it, bro.
Well, Raj, if you need to, then you're gonna go Mike Davis and Edmonds. I feel like that is the most clear cut.
Yeah.
And then you have Swift there as a flex option depending on if you want to go receiver.
You have a lot of a very high ceiling with Swift, but he could also have a dud game.
I like Swift against this pass rush. Like the pass rush is going to be coming,
really interesting.
And that's how you.
Who are they playing? They're playing the football.
The Redskins, or the football teams.
I honestly want to say, if anything, with Drake, you're getting a really high floor. Or not Drake, with Swift, you're getting a really high floor at this point. Other than one game this season where he put up 5 points, he's been putting up 9-10 points every single week.
But the team that he put up 5
even in the
points,
limited snaps.
That game he put up 5 points. He had 60% of the snap count, which is
exactly, which is really weird.
But that's a good sign.
We talked about that Sunday.
Yeah, but maybe that's a sign of him.
He's the only running back on the team that's gotten over 50%.
You have to ask yourself, or so this is the middle of the year. This is November football, and a team like Detroit tends to do Lions things. So you have to ask yourself: are the Lions going to Lions this? That's why I say that Swift, you should play him in your flex because you have stable floors.
You ain't lying.
You have stable floors at RB1 and RB2 if you're gonna go if you're gonna go Mike Davis and Edmonds. I prefer that, and then Swift as a flex option depending on who that receiver tight end would be.
I'm glad I was sitting down for that.
It's so crazy because Sven knows I was raised on Wayne's World where little shit like that is just hilarious.
That's why I had to try and keep straight through it. I just had to
keep going, man. We're on a sitcom. We're in front of a live studio audience right now.
Right.
This is an episode track. The one where we go crazy.
Exactly. Yo, we need a laugh track. J-Lo, what were you about to say, bro? Before we take Bob Ross's?
A big thing about DeAndre Swift is that he's only 21. So him getting acclimated to the NFL speed is still going to be a big thing for him. A lot of rookies are 22, 23 when they come in, especially at the running back spot where it's more common now than ever for somebody to stay 4 years. He's a really, really young player coming out.
I personally feel like the pace that he's being brought into the game with is perfect. I mean, to have AP in front of you, he couldn't have a better path right now. I mean, aside from the fact he's with the Lions. And
you have a Hall of Famer.
I'm okay with Adrian Peterson. It makes me mad that they're still trying to use Kerryon Johnson. That's what makes me mad.
Yeah.
Kerryon's on my list too.
Christian Kirk.
He's on my shit list.
He's on that list.
Christian Kirk.
Really mad.
Higgins,
why are these three on waivers?
These three are on waivers?
These three should not be on waivers.
Christian Kirk is the number one.
Kirk.
That's probably a 10-team league. It's probably a 10-team league.
A small bench. It could be a small bench.
Yeah, that's true.
A small bench. Drop Corey Davis and Thielen for 2 of them.
I'm not dropping Thielen.
I'm dropping Corey Davis for Christian Kirk.
I would do that.
I would
say pick up Higgins. over Kirk.
I do like Higgins, and I'm not mad. I'm not scared
I
of
like
the. I'm not
Fulmer.
scared of the Steelers matchup. I'm not scared of it.
They're
through the
both
air.
doing very well. I mean, I think they're both starters from like every
They
week.
are.
Yeah.
The thing is with me, you're looking at even Travis
All
Fulmer.
three of them
rest
are,
of the
actually.
way?
All
This is
three of them
really
are.
close.
All three of them.
It's like Christian Kirk's been.
You got to get real Italian on that one. All
not
three of them.
touchdown dependent. It's just the fact that if you look at him, yeah, he's running routes every single game. He's always in the game, but the ball's going away too much from DeAndre Hopkins, and I expect them, with especially this loss last week, to revert back to throwing the ball to Hopkins 15 times a game because that's when they were winning.
Kyler's also playing his this is unbelievable what he's doing too.
Yeah,
I mean, from a
Trust
team
me,
perspective,
I'm watching
it's
I'm
ridiculous.
watching it. I'm
Rod,
watching
run
it.
that
2019.
Playing the
Lamar.
Bills this week.
Again, this is a game
It's
where
gonna
I
be
want all the
tough.
Cardinals. I want every Cardinal. The
Hey.
Bills' defense is terrible. The Bills' defense is
It really is.
But they decided to play somewhat decent against Seattle.
Against Russell, yeah.
Hey, as long as they are fantasy relevant and they keep winning me games, like the Bills defense. Hey,
Don't start
listen,
them this
The
week.
Bills defense
We-
put up a stat line, bro.
we went
Not
out there
starting
and we
next week.
handled business against Bogart.
Against me, yeah, say it. Bogarty McFly from the future couldn't see that one coming.
I hope it's another Josh Allen game.
Bro, Bogart, I feel like the trade is what.
I'll take
fucked me
4
over. I
total
told you I want to go
touchdowns,
heads up with
400
you. I
yards.
told you I wanted to go heads up with you.
Yeah, well, I
I
mean,
told you not to trade. I said, let's just go heads up and see who the best team is. And I think you tinkered too fucking much. You made that trade, and that's what
I
caused
traded
it.
Zach. I traded Zach Moss, who I wouldn't have played, but maybe if I didn't
True.
trade him, I would have played him over Damian Harris. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Damian Harris's
No,
matchup.
I mean
was
this
like
was
gold.
this was
Yeah,
last
Damian,
week. This was
yeah.
last week. So yeah, I had to go with him
Yeah.
against the Jets, and I traded Zach Moss for Tim Patrick because I was needy. My receivers were Higgins, Galladay, LaVisca, Hardman,
Oh,
the likes
ooh.
of those guys. So I had
Yeah.
to do what I had to do.
We're both
But-
still in the playoffs. We're both still in the playoffs.
Am I still in the top 6 right now? I
You're
refuse to
still
look
in
this
the
week.
top 6.
Really? I dropped from 3 to 6.
Yeah, you're still in the top 6. I'm just,
right.
I'm just in the top 5.
All right. Hey, look at us.
Like I think I'm
That-
actually like top 4 or something like that.
That
yeah.
puts us on a path to not play each other too. I like it, unless it's the big show.
Yeah, I don't want to have to play you in the
Yeah, I don't want
playoffs.
to have to do it. To
I'll play you in the Super Bowl. Like I'm completely
that'd be
okay with
awesome.
that. Yeah.
because then we could just be like, let's split, and then we'll take the rest. Is all pride.
Yeah, like we'll like get drunk during that weekend, like just forget about the fact that we're playing each other and just like like
Well, we
you
won't
know,
forget.
Yeah,
You know what?
I
I'll
mean,
just
I
come
won't
dressed as
forget.
someone else every day. Like last week, I was Bill Bogardachek. I'll figure out another person I am that week.
Maybe that's what fucked you over. Don't do that.
Yeah, I know. I was.
I think that's really all the running backs I'd really go after. I feel if Mixon is still down, I know that he's above 60% rostered.
You
But
probably
play
should.
Gio.
Yeah.
I
But
do
play
want to say
Gio.
too. I do want to
Um,
say running backs that are coming back. You know what I mean? From like Jamal Williams will be back. You know what I mean? If anyone dropped him and you have room to hold on to someone like that, put him on the bench.
True. Aaron Jones will be playing this week, hopefully.
And,
Right.
and he should play. He played last week, so
Exactly. And he had a little bit longer of a rest,
Yeah,
too.
Aaron Jones is.
So, but I'm saying no. Jamal Williams is one of
Oh,
those
yeah.
guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a lottery ticket. So
Him and Gio, I think, are the best handcuffs. We can talk about that later.
yeah, I could. Listen, I'm not on the Alexander Madison.
Me
bullshit.
neither.
Like, we've seen it. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, this should be the last week of buys, right?
no,
No.
there's 13.
No,
It goes to like
It goes up to
14, I think.
It goes up to
13? Is it 13?
Yeah, 13
Because
is
the
like
Panthers.
Bucks, Panthers. Yeah, the Bucks, the Panthers, and I think that's it. Is that it?
No, the
Okay.
Bucks had a week 9 bye, I think.
No,
Oh.
no. They're 13.
JT, we're about to get into receivers here in a minute.
Higgins
Higgins or
and
Thielen. Higgins is
Both?
going up against the Steelers. Like if you could roll them both out, though.
Yeah, both is the answer, I guess.
Yeah, where's who the
He's going to come back and be like, yo, I got this. I got DK Metcalf as my starter.
Yeah, he's
You
gonna.
know what I mean? Like,
I got DK. I got Terry McLaurin.
I got Stephon Diggs.
I'm like, man,
Ugh.
fuck. Like,
You know, I'm really upset with Stephon Diggs because I'm in 13 leagues and every week somehow I'm playing against Stephon Diggs somewhere.
Dude,
I feel that.
I got him in like
Kicks my
6
ass.
leagues this
I
year.
feel
6
that.
seven.
all right.
And I
all right.
have 0 Diggs and he just
I'm
kicks
a-
my ass every week.
Him and Keenan Allen, I got in multiple leagues.
I got a lot of
I'm
Keenan
gonna
Allen.
I'm gonna get in your ass right now, Bogart, because
Yes.
you just brought
Pause.
that up, bro. Yeah, pause, bro. You screwed yourself over that because that means that you recognize the fucking pattern
Yeah.
And you knew that at least
And
in
I
one of
never
these
even
leagues,
tried to make a move for him.
and
Ever.
you never, bro.
I
That's
know.
hell no. Oh,
You know what's
hell
funny?
no. You did not do that.
Do you remember there was a Rumboyz After Dark, like back in, like, I want to say April or something like that, where you had a question, Diggs or Allen, and everyone made their case, and I was the only one on the Allen side, and I
was the only one on the Dig. No, I think I was the only one on the Dig side.
You and like shout out to LQ and like I think Clock and Miles. Everybody was on the Diggs side, and I was on the Keenan Allen side, but like, it was really, I was wrong until week 2 when a justified Herbert came in the mix. You know what I mean? Because Diggs was just on fire from week 1. You know what I mean? It was just like the value of the year at receiver is Diggs and then
Diggs
Allen.
is winning me games. Diggs is winning me games.
No,
So.
McLaurin, Diggs, Allen, and McLaurin in a row, though, in that order. Those guys are the value in those mid rounds this year. Going into this year, those guys are paying dividends. If you went running back heavy, and then say you got all 3 of those guys.
Tyler Boyd too, actually.
I agree. Yeah. Tyler Boyd. Oh yeah.
Okay, so Aaron's. Oh, I think you just already answered this one, right, Sven?
No, I didn't. But Aaron Jones should be your starter.
You would go Aaron Jones. I mean, I'm not.
He's playing the Jags. Dial him up.
CMC's not playing.
CMC's not
right.
I don't
exactly.
That. And even if he does play, he's going to re-aggravate that thing within the first drive.
I heard something saying that they might put him back on IR.
I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that a lot.
It's only 3 weeks now, so.
But then there's also the day-to-day shit that they put him on. So like
if I have CMC, I'm moving him. I don't want that. Like, listen. All right, let me explain something to people. We are in week fucking 10. We are in week fucking 10. Okay, why are we holding on to players that have not given us a damn piece of production?
For real.
Okay,
your Bogart who traded for CMC in like a handful of spots, only to be like, hell yeah, I'm the man on Sunday, and then I'm like, damn it,
bro.
He won you the 1 week. He won you the 1 week.
He sure did.
Hear me out. I'm not rolling out CMC. I'm done with that. You came back, you got hurt again. I'm thinking right now at this point, if I'm Carolina, your season's fucking done, bro. Unless we are in playoff contention, with what we have, if what we have already does not get us in playoff contention, you're not mathematically eliminated. But unless I get there, if I'm still in with what I got, then cool. Let's bring you back out and let's see if we can get an extra win.
So if that's Amari Cooper, then your answer is pretty clear. Then just take out Cooper and CMC, and there's your starting lineup.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. Take out Cooper and CMC. There.
Hey, boom.
What's up?
I do want to say this about that day-to-day tag. Myles Gaskin also got that day-to-day tag before he went on IR.
Yeah.
That bitch Carol Gaskin.
Let's get into receivers. So, of course, Kenny Galladay's still down. Laviska Shenault, Preston Williams after a very impressive outing, and Cooper Kupp.
Preston Williams isn't playing this week. He has a mild foot sprain. It's the same injury that Joe Mixon was dealing with. Chris Carson, he's not playing.
Cooper Kupp coming off of bye.
What? Here's the thing. I know he was injured. Was it like a fractured wrist? Like, can anyone this?
I'm pulling something up right now.
I don't remember the exact injury, but I threw him on the injury report just because, like,
Raj, he's a CMC, bro. He is CMC. Field what offers are out there. Be water, bro. Be water. When it comes to trades, be water.
This is a dangerous trade offer with CMC right now because only the contenders will buy him. Only the
Kupp should be fine unless reports came out that he did get hurt. But they're playing Seattle, so.
Oh yeah. Dial him up. That's juicy.
Will the Vikings ever throw the ball again?
No.
They are Dalvin Cook.
No, they don't need to.
Yes,
that's why I was like
Higgins over Dalvin Cook again.
I mean, if Dalvin Cook's getting 250 scrimmage yards, no.
Dalvin Cook is like if he can stay healthy and they continue this. I mean, we're
when
literally
Dalvin Cook is outpacing the entire Jets team.
We're looking at LT like years.
Oh, there it is.
We know
that's even better because I was gonna say he's Derrick Henry that catches the ball, but no, he's LT.
He is LT right now.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, LT went on some tears though.
So
I see an E. I see an E on the
yeah,
line.
he did.
Let's see here.
Shout out to my guy Ethan.
JT, I'm gonna get to that really quick. Let's go ahead and run through some of these waiver wire pickups that you could get, in place of some of those injuries that I just mentioned. Jerry Jeudy, Tim Patrick, Deebo Samuel, Jacoby Myers, Cole Bees in the trap, Bees in the trap, Beasley. Fuck no, Alshon Jeffrey. We are never picking him up. I don't know why that you wrote this on here, Bogard.
I had to put him on there because
You don't have to.
he,
You don't have to. No, you didn't.
All right,
No, you
have
didn't.
have that stricken from the record.
I'd rather Jacksonville's mascot.
Alan Lazard, Joshua Reynolds, Jalen Reagor, Darnell Mooney, Danny Amendola, and Jakeem Grant.
Danny boy.
Ooh, Jakeem Grant.
Mike Williams isn't on that list.
He better
Mike
how
Williams-
he can't be on the waiver.
You know what? When I looked
Mike
on
Williams
ESPN, he wasn't
He is in a lot of
threshold.
my leagues.
The first
Okay,
four
put
guys
him on
are
there.
all off waivers in most of my leagues.
So
Yeah,
if
but we're looking at like when I look up, I've been using ESPN because Robbie recommended. You know what I mean? Because apparently a lot of people use ESPN.
A lot of people
like
do.
Yahoo.
Yes, and it's so
Yeah,
weird.
ESPN, Yahoo, they reference, but like Sleeper, I mean, it's right there. It's easy. They updated that. Yahoo's not terrible, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, but this is the list. This is the list.
Jakeem Grant is so much fun. Can we talk about him for
yeah.
a second?
I mean, he's
I
going to be
like-
the next guy up, right?
Who?
It's the
Jakeem Grant.
I think
Oh,
this should top
Jakeem
the
Grant.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
They traded away Isaiah Ford. Is there anyone else over there outside of Parker now?
bro. And I have Jakeem Grant. What I love about my dynasty team, really quick, is like I have Jakeem Grant. Right.
What a
Every
trade.
single week, I have had one of my pieces in dynasty always pop the fuck off. They have always
That's awesome.
somehow already been relevant, guys. And I was like,
that year though. 2020 is that year.
I
where,
have,
like
I
these
have
guys
one
are getting
piece. I have
opportunities.
one piece that has not done shit all year, and his name is Jalen Hurts. And I'm only saving him until Carson Wentz gets injured because I know it'll happen.
Oh, why you got to do that?
Why do I have to do that?
Why you gotta
Why
put
you
that
gotta
on my
do that?
man's Carson,
True.
bro?
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Why is Jalen Hurts being talked about in the wide receiver segment? Actually, he has played wide receiver. He has.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
give, I'll
lined
give
up.
you that.
He's lined
I'll
up
give
at
you that.
receiver.
I'll give you that.
But
Jalen
I
Hurts-
bring this up. I bring this
Listen,
up because guys,
Taysom Hill
Jakeem
is
Grant,
everything Jalen Hurts wants to be.
Jakeem
Yeah,
Grant,
Matt
Jakeem
Collins
Grant
played.
is a guy that you guys can go and get right now, and maybe pocket him for like not just in redraft, but like you can go and get him in dynasty if you have some pieces that haven't been working out for you. And you could probably pocket this kid for a hot minute. That's a big piece of how I've been winning dynasty is things that have not been working, but I can get equal value for off the waiver wire. And I see that repeatedly they're having success. I'm going to go and get. And then also Grant has an opportunity of getting you points off the punt return.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I'm taking that all day, baby.
And it's something about those punt returners, those receivers that are predominantly punt returners. When they get an opportunity, they scheme plays for them. Like, all right, hit him with a slant and just put the ball in his hands. Let him.
Aiden, did I not mention Curtis Samuel? So Curtis Samuel does need to be the number one pick.
But he wasn't in the threshold. That's why. But
we mentioned Curtis Samuel on last week's episode.
Yeah,
so
we
if
did.
Curtis Samuel is available in your league, obviously make that the first pick.
How
So all
hell is he doing?
all the guys that we're mentioning are under 60% rostered. Okay,
Yeah.
it's called a waiver wire episode. 60% or more means that
and if
that
you're like
these-
59% or like 61, I mean, I should say, or 62, I would put him on the list. But yeah, so
In some leagues, these guys are going to be picked up.
Yeah,
So if you're playing with good people, like most of these guys are gone. Jacoby Myers picked up in every single league already.
that was on our last
Yeah.
week's
That was
show.
last week.
And-
That was
yeah.
last week's show, yeah. So I mean, but if Curtis Samuel is available to you, yes, run that. If you did not pick up Curtis Samuel last week when I had already told you, and he's still available to you, run and do that. If someone else already got him last week and they listened to us and they did it because of us, that's your fault for not listening to us. Dilly.
What up, Howard?
What up, Howard?
Get to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network a lot sooner so you can get that information a lot faster. Yeah.
I'm about to pour up.
I like that idea. Parker Williams, Grant Perry out. What? Are you just listening to all? Is he just listing all of the Dolphins fucking
Hey,
receivers? Was that
Dolphins, man, they're playing the Chargers this week.
I can't believe Matt Collins actually was decent last week.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Collins has hands. Like Matt Collins has hands.
It's the Giants.
Let's see. Also, Josh said also offered Dalvin in Dynasty earlier this season from the tanking guy. Dude was tanking from the start. I'm glad that you did not. If you should have taken Dalvin, I'm glad that you took Dalvin right away.
We knew Dalvin was good. I feel like everybody knew he was.
If he's
good,
healthy,
but,
he's
like,
great.
Exactly.
And if you're
they're letting Russ cook. They're letting Dalvin cook.
Hang on.
How about that?
Let me say something about tanking in Dynasty. If you are tanking and not trying to fucking win games in Dynasty, listen, in the words of one great head coach, Herm Edwards, one great African-American head coach at that, you play to win the game. Let me repeat myself. You play to win the motherfucking game. If you are tanking, why are you just giving me free money?
That's a good callback.
Why are you giving me free money?
Listen, as Bogart Scott Free would say, if it's free, it's for me.
I love it. I love that saying, and I love you for that saying. Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly.
Love you too, Admiral.
Next list. Jaws, if Jacoby Myers is available, you gotta grab him.
He's a must start, unless proven otherwise. I think he's a must start. Clearly, he can do that against the Jets.
And you know what's crazy? This is gonna sound irrelevant at first, but they're playing the Ravens, and if N'Keal Harry is back, that means Jacoby Myers could be delegated to just the slot role, and that's how you attack that secondary. You attack them in the slot. You know what I mean?
Cam clearly loves throwing to him and Bird.
You know what's crazy?
Cam love.
Like there's nobody else.
When we had
hey, Tom Brady loves a white tight end. Cam Newton loves, the skinny, small slot receivers. I'm being completely serious.
I'm blown away by Jacoby's performance the past 2 weeks.
Listen, I'm not, because when Edelman was gone, it was Jacoby time. Like, there's a reason why they kept him on board. He was an undrafted free agent. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like they saw something in young Myers.
I'm
young
put it like
Jacoby
this.
Oscar Myers.
Nice.
My baloney has a first name.
I'm gonna bring up one guy that we mentioned off this list that I think that I may want to chase after. So of course, everyone knows that I love and appreciate Cole Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I want you all to go and get Bees in the trap, of course. But there's this fella here that since me and the homie Todd Boogie had started this show back in 2018.
Shout out to Ty Boogie.
That I've been following, and he kind of came on the come up after Cooper Kupp on this offense, and that's Josh Reynolds.
The Reynolds rap?
Late season blue.
Every single year, this dude, every single year, J-Love, you've been following this show for since pretty much like the beginning fucking episodes. You've seen every single episode of Rumboyz. This is now what, our third year on air.
Yeah.
We're heading into year 3 on air. And in year 3, week 10, again, we're mentioning fucking
against
Josh
the Rams,
Reynolds.
right? Was it against the Rams on the Monday nighter?
Whoa, no, it wouldn't be.
I mean, against the
Rams.
Chiefs. Against the Chiefs, I mean? Yeah. That was his little breakout game.
Again, we're mentioning Josh Reynolds. Every year this happens. If you do not, trends matter. History repeats itself. This is the second time I've said that quote this fucking show. Go get Josh Reynolds right now. He's going to be good for you for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Then you can make a drop and pick up something else in exchange. I promise.
I want to point something out, too. Like the last 2 weeks before their bye week, and with Higbee being hurt, they got away from the 12 personnel. And if you remember the beginning of last year, 2019 season, when they were doing the 3 wide receiver sets with Brandon Cooks, El Concusto, as the Heart to Start fellows would say, he was concussed, and they were, so he was part of the 3 wide receiver sets. Once they got later into the year, they're like, all right, we got to switch to 12 personnel because we got to get Gurley going, right? Now, with Higbee down in the past couple of weeks, they went back to the 3 wide receiver sets, and this time there is no Brandon Cooks. So Reynolds was getting worked in with Kupp and Woods. So I love the Reynolds rap.
Yeah, I love the pickup. Really quick, I wish I could go more.
You know what's crazy? He was on our pickup list last week. We know he's on a bye week.
The trend had already started. I know.
Yeah.
West 305. What it do, West?
What it do? Big up to 305.
Yeah, big out to everybody down there in Miami, Dade County. What it do? What's y'all's rank for waiver pickup? Balaj, Gus, Davis. So I'm gonna go Davis, Gus, Balaj in that order.
Davis, Balaj, Gus.
I'm gonna go with what Rob said, just based on like you have to monitor everyone else around. You have to monitor Justin Jackson for Balaj.
Okay, if you're in a spot where you need a running back, if you need a second running back, pick up Gus Edwards. If you're in a spot where you want that high upside, go Kalen Balaj.
The Gus bus is so boring, but he gets it done. Like,
right? You know what he's gonna give you.
Listen, he's up there in the league right now with the one. He's a top 3 in red zone carries, and he has 3 red zone touchdowns. You know what I mean, from those carries. So that's pretty good. He's up there with what's the other? Oh, he's up there with Jordan Howard, those other boring guys. You know what I mean? Like, because Jordan Howard actually has.
Jordan Howard's been a healthy scratch all season.
I know, but he has a ton of saying like as far as but I'm talking about as far as red zone carries. You know what I mean? That turn into touchdowns. Like, you know, Jordan Howard's up there. So is Gus Edwards, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they're up there with the likes of the Derrick Henrys and the Dalvin Cooks, and which is some good company. You know what I mean? Dial up the Gus bus.
Says Ayuk, Cooks, Jefferson, Evans, Justin Jackson at flex. So you can't play Justin Jackson at the given moment, given the news that we currently know at this hour. Yeah. We will be live tomorrow. We'll be live, of course, Thursday, Friday, and then also Sunday morning. Okay, Saturday's our only day off, but you can get us in the Discord. You can get at us on our Twitter and shit, right? So we're currently going to remove Justin Jackson from your equation. But that does leave us Mike Evans, Brandon Ayuk, Brandon Cooks, and Justin Jefferson. Me personally,
Ayuk.
Yeah,
they're gonna go Ayuk. I'm digging. I can't believe I'm actually gonna say this. I'm a low key go with the Brandon Cooks play. That play's been getting me through a lot. That play's been pulling me through a lot.
Playing the Browns, and now that I think about it, he's playing against.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. My choice is Brandon Cooks as well. He's been so consistent since Bill O'Brien.
He's probably going to get Denzel Ward.
Like, I give a fuck about Denzel Ward at the given moment.
You don't think they would? Doesn't Denzel Ward have the speed to keep up with Fuller? Maybe not
Denzel Ward doesn't have the hip movements though, so he has this. So which means he has to make everything in order for him to close separation. He has to make everything up with that speed.
So they would give the double coverage love to Will Offuller, and then give the one on the.
They could throw the ball more too, because if Duke Johnson.
Let's be realistic. Who are you really double covering in today's NFL, bro?
That's true. You ain't lying.
Like,
it's been hard for me to diagnose, because that used to be my bag. Like, all right, who's getting a double coverage love? Who's getting a single coverage? Like,
he's got high upside.
If anything, nowadays in the NFL, you're just going to drop back 5 to 7 DBs.
Yeah, in a passing league.
I'm surprised no one said Justin Jefferson. Granted, I know that all the Vikings want to do is run the ball, but he's been really productive this season.
I know that he's been productive, but I'm gonna also go with what I know.
The Vikings playing? I mean, the Vikings.
Bears. Monday night.
Why I said that?
Yeah, Bears.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't say Justin Jefferson.
So I'm not gonna go with.
I respect their corners.
I'm gonna go with what I know. I have been playing Brandon Cooks for the last 3 to 4 weeks, and it's turned out very productive. And I've been putting on a run. Aside from this week when I lost to Guccini, but that is what it is. He edged out an extra like fucking 10 points over me. It is what it is.
Robbie takes that personal.
Oh, I fucking definitely take it personal. His ass isn't gonna. He's
shout out to Guccini.
He's gonna fucking hate his life for the next couple of weeks.
Guccini has beat me in every league I'm in with him, so I can't even say nothing. I'm like, he has my number this year.
Hey, I can't say that. He caught that out for me.
Nice, good for you.
It became personal. Now it's personal. But yeah, no. So I mean that I'm gonna go off of what I know and what's been evident for me and what's been working out for me. Ayuk has not been that big play that's been working out for me. I played him here.
Man, look, if Richie James is going to score 36 points in a game, those points are going to go somewhere.
I get it.
Is that why I'm too excited?
Debo's healthy and playing though.
And Debo should be on. He should return here, and Raheem Mostert. Like, they're on track to play this week.
Aiden, it is too late in the season for me to diagnose you going towards Rieger. So I am going to say Reynolds because of recency bias, as Bogart would like to say.
I like Rieger's recency bias though. Like, he showed up and
not over Fulgrim's. I think that Fulgrim.
Yeah,
I think that Fulgrim is going to be the guy.
If they're playing the Giants, that means Fulgrim will draw. Fulgrim should draw Bradbury. Yeah,
they're two different players, and Jalen Reagor's just going to take advantage of that terrible safety play. Travis Fulgham, all of his games have been 15 to 20 yards, and if you look at Jalen Reagor when he's at his best, he's 30 to 40 yards down the field.
And and what fucked me up with Jalen Reagor is they used him in a goal line package. You know what I mean? So I like the idea of
where Travis Fulgham has
Miles, yes. Go drop AJ Green for John Brown.
Yeah.
Yes. Why hasn't John Brown been rostered all season in your league?
I love smoking John Brown.
Yeah. John Brown, Tim Patrick, Debo, I'm a little on because he's getting injured. But what are you doing not having John Brown? Why are you having AJ Green still?
For real.
Dang, John Brown is gonna play. Dude, who okay, so you're a card, J Love. Last week, the opposite member of that secondary, opposite of Patrick Peterson, is like just whoever the fuck is healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I like John Brown here.
This is why Preston Williams had a great game. He was not being guarded by Patrick Peterson. At first, he was being guarded by
Kevin
Peterson. It was Kevin Peterson, and then Kevin Peterson left the game.
Oh, that's right. The other Peterson. That's right. Okay.
Devontae Bosby, who they signed like 5 or 6 days ago, was covering
Giant Preston Williams. Yeah, the Giant.
By the way, Devontae Bosby, I believe, is 5'9".
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's 6'4".
He's a giant, yes.
But Byron Murphy and Draker Patrick are going to be back this week. The Cardinals defense should return to what it was.
Hey, Dom got his profile
at the beginning of the year.
Hell yeah, buddy. He was mad about that shit yesterday. He was like, man, I want this shit fixed. I don't like my mean pick.
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, easy fixes could actually listen. That's what the waiver wire is all about. Listen, you didn't like your profile pick, make the easy fix. Same thing with the waiver wire. Sometimes you might get an easy fix on some of these names we're talking about. You might, you know what I mean, do some patchwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, Miles, for you, man. All bullshit aside, everything else. John Brown is what I'm going for in your situation. Are the Titans going to have to pass on Indy, or is it a Henry day?
It's always a Henry day.
They're going to rely on play action and short
pass. Should be a good game.
Yeah, should be a Jonnu game with no Darius Leonard.
I really hope so.
This is why. This is okay.
I would love for it to be a Jonnu game.
With no Darius Leonard, this is all the more reason why I like Derrick Henry and couple that with the short week. Short week, they're going to beat you up on the ground.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to agree with that take.
The way you take advantage of this Colts defense is through the air. If you look at it, what games did they struggle? They struggled against the Browns game when they pushed the ball down the field.
Because even week 1 they struggled against
AJ Brown. AJ Brown's going to eat.
Corey Davis is about to fucking eat.
Adam Humphries, Jonnu. I feel like you have to start all 4 of them.
Here's the way that Derrick Henry eats in that game, honestly. Big pass. All right, get tackled down the rum zone, and then Derrick Henry punching.
Or what they do is they spread out the defense so much that they run seven DBs.
They're going to have to.
And then he just plows through that 6-man box. They're going to sell out to stop the run, so I will agree with you guys. I'll retract my statement. See, this is why it's good that we talk this shit.
Let's get into tight ends now. JT asked Dallas Goedert or Austin Hooper. I told him to go Goddard.
You know what's funny? Those are the top 2 names. Those are the top 2 names. And yeah, a Doug Peterson system, he's a product of Andy Reid, so the tight end eats. So I do have Dallas Goedert ahead. Austin Hooper should be set to return. I still think he's in a Stefanski system where they run a ton of 12 personnel.
With Nick Chubb back. So like Austin Hooper, he's not a blocker, but neither is Bryant. Is he a blocker? Austin Hooper is good at blocking.
You know what? I guess grade is good when you're like, because he's like graded like C. So like he's like a C grade. So yeah, you know what? I'll give you that.
I'm going to go Goddard in that.
I would maybe go Goddard.
Yeah.
Against the Giants, I'm going Goddard.
Because I don't think
that's why I'm not going Goddard. It's because I think they're just going to run the ball. I think both offenses are just going to run the ball down the other team's throat.
Surprisingly, the Giants are actually better at guarding the tight end than the Texans are.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, this is
right. I mean, the Texans defense is pretty good.
Carson is a great run stopper. Terrible.
Carson Wentz just feeds those guys in the rum zone, so I'm a rock with it.
And he has God and dirt in his name.
Let's go ahead and let's get into these tight end injuries.
God made dirt, and dirt don't hurt.
Dude, you are digging for those.
He does
badly.
Albert O. Jack
Albert
Doyle.
O's hurt. Yep. Torn ACL, right, for Albert? Damn, poor guy, man. Salute to Albert O, man.
Yeah.
That
I
guy
have
was,
him in Dynasty, and he's put
Yeah,
up
he
a
was
lot of
doing
points
pretty
for
good.
me.
yeah, he was on the rise.
But Albert O, Jack Doyle, and Caden Smith. All right, really quick. You guys remember homie from fucking Fairly Odd Parents that had the boil on his side of his face?
Yeah. What about
Fairly
it?
Odd Parents. Wow.
Every
Yeah,
time,
he's throwing it back.
every time I fucking see Jack Doyle's name, I think of a little Boyle.
Little boy. I don't know. You know what's fucked up is that like anytime someone says Jack Doyle, it's whoever started it. I think it was the footballers, the Doyle rules. Like that shit
Doyle
just-
rules.
But Doyle rules. Well, you know, because I grew up on Billy Madison, so like, you know what I mean? That just
Yeah.
I just hear it. I'm like CIA Jack Doyle.
secret agent.
Right? Like Jack Doyle.
J-Love, is there a Doyle reference from your generation? No, I don't think so, huh? All right.
Well, technically you were looking at Bogard when you said J.
I was looking down like
Hey, you know what's
Feel
fucked
like
up? Is
this.
like on my screen to the right is Robbie. So every time I look to the right, I'm really looking to the left. Like,
yeah, he looks away from me. Like, yeah, he actually looks away from me. So am I
and it's
actually
like,
looking
I
at
can't get used to that. I'm like,
So am I
Hey,
actually
hey.
looking at you when I'm
like-
looking at you, or like does this mean I'm looking at you when I do this?
No,
We're on the
that's-
bottom.
That's the other way. That's the wrong way.
Okay.
Hey, I
gotta
got
go like this.
look, I got an easy job. I just go like this.
Exactly.
That's all I'm doing.
I just wear sunglasses and just go for it.
But Albert O, Jack Doyle, Caden Smith, your injured tight ends. Tight ends you could use to replace these guys. Austin Hooper, Dallas Goddard, Logan Thomas, Ross Dwelly, Trey Burton, Robert Tonyan.
Logan Thomas, too, man.
What?
People,
that
that's
again?
he's on there. He's under the threshold. Logan
Logan
that's
Thomas.
why-
Yeah, Logan
Oh,
Thomas.
yeah.
Yeah. Mike Gesicki, Frying Pan Hands, Eric Ebron, fuck Jordan Reed.
Gesicki.
Yo, who showed me Graham?
No, show me Graham. My bad. I didn't correct that. It's Jimmy Graham, but you know,
It's
because he
Jimmy
actually
Graham.
I was
Grandpa
so
Jimmy.
he fell beneath the threshold. Remember, I told you I was supposed to go and edit it, but I started drinking.
No, you're fine. I like it. I like when I read it like this. I
Show
like
me
it.
Graham. it's like we're on fucking Family Feud.
Yeah, no.
Show
Jimmy
me
Graham,
potato salad.
Remote Alley Cox is
What?
definitely a fucking sleeper pick. Definitely a heavy sleeper pick. I know that Trey Burton did get less targets. 7-2-0 Red Dog. Red Dog, what up?
I don't know. I'm not. Well, if
I
Jack
think I
Doyle's
got
not
a full
playing,
note.
then maybe Trey Burton, I guess.
I just pick up Mike Gesicki.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
if
do
he's
Mike.
available.
I
No-
already
no
got Mike
Preston-
Gesicki.
no
because
Preston Williams.
with no Preston Williams, yeah, and Mike Gesicki is
Logan
essentially a
Thomas
big
is-
slot.
Logan Thomas is who I'm going for. Like, if Logan Thomas is available to me, I'm doing that. If Gesicki's available to me, I'm doing that. Like, I'll take a flyer. I'm such a big gambler to where like I'll take
Tell
a
me
flyer.
historically what Alex Smith does since his history. This has kind of been a history lesson this week, Rob.
Jimmy Graham, I'm
Target.
okay with.
Targets the tight end.
He does.
Oh yeah,
He does. Alex Smith does historically target the tight end.
yeah.
This
Travis
is
Kelsey became Travis Kelsey under Alex.
under
Smith.
Alex Smith.
Yeah.
This is correct. Yes. And then Reed ate before he got concussed again.
Yeah, I forgot to throw him on there because he just should always be on the injury report now.
Yeah, if you guys, let me just say something
He got
about
concussed for
guys.
real. That's so bad. I just
Oh my god.
Guys,
bro,
stop-
like
stop.
he
This is a-
had-
This is a guy that
Stop.
needs to retire.
yeah,
Not
he
needs
needs
to
to be
retire.
dead
Jordan
now.
Reed. Jordan Reed. The next time Jordan Reed gets hit, like I don't mean to make a joke about this, but like
He could die.
he might not.
He's
He
a
might
bag
not
of
get,
potato
yeah,
chips. That's what he is.
he might not
He's-
fucking get back up. Like he might be done. Like if Jordan Reed gets hit again, like he's done for.
He's like plain Lays. Like
No,
wanna
he's
say
kind of
that.
like Devontae Freeman.
yeah, well, yeah, because they're in that concussion. You know that can like one more and you're done. Like for like, I'm surprised. Shame on these doctors that clear those guys, bruh.
Well, I
'Cause
mean,
They've had like at least 5 or 6 individually. Like that's
Jordan
not
Reed
good.
has had a shit
Yo,
ton of
I have a-
concussions.
I have a question.
Going back to college too.
So I'm on my waivers in my home league,
Okay.
and when I say that the waivers in this
Makes
league
sense.
Damn,
are
they're
Wow.
doing
Boy,
they're
yeah.
doing donuts on my street.
Okay, so I have to choose between Christian Kirk, John Brown, or Jerry Jeudy, and Mike Williams is also available.
Damn. I kind of like. I honestly, with what you said about
Go
Christian
John Brown.
Kirk. Well, what you said about Christian Kirk earlier, I kind of like Jared Jeudy here because Jared Jeudy's like
I was
rest of the
leaning Jerry
season.
Jeudy.
Jared Judy's like rest of the season. You know
But
what
Jerry
I mean?
Jeudy can't hang on to the fucking ball. Like I feel like that's the only amount of time
Did
for
you what?
DBs.
Somebody put up his stat line. This motherfucker caught. He showed the world like, listen, fuck
Watch
you, Nelson
how
Aguilar.
he catches. Watch how he catches.
Yeah, he's a body catcher, huh? He just-
Yeah, I mean, he has concentration drops. That's his issue.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I don't.
He's not a
like-
hand catcher.
Yeah, like
But he gets the volume.
he gets a heavy fucking volume. Like you're just relying on him to hold onto the fucking
with
ball.
no Albert O, he could be relegated to the slot
That's when
more
he did
now.
do most of his work was in that second half without him.
Yeah,
He
because
he
they were
needs
running a
to-
ton of 12 personnel before Albert O got hurt. You know what I mean?
Charles, I see him run routes. But like
Phenomenal.
for real though, he does need to hang on to the ball. Like he needs to make
He
sure
has
that
nubs, huh?
He was my wide receiver one for a reason. So
I think we said that on the Sunday show. He has nubs.
Yeah, we did say we did say that he
You
had
said it
issues
too,
hanging
you're
on to the ball.
Yeah.
hey, I'm sorry. At least he doesn't catch that ball like Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah.
Well, Nelson
Nelson
Aguilar has bricks.
Yeah, well,
He has bricks for him.
did you see? He caught a ball this past week, and it wasn't like he just caught it on his chest. It's like he caught it with his elbows, and he just kept it. And he just kept it right here.
I know
Yeah.
what play you're talking about. Oh shit!
Let's get into QB streamers.
Drew Lock.
Oh fuck! Hang on, man. Shit, chill. Can I do my job?
Sorry.
First QBs that were injured this week: Kyle Allen and Matthew Stafford. Quarterbacks that you should be on the lookout to pick up if you are a victim of either of those circumstances. Honestly, I hate using that word. Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Tua, or Drew Lock.
And these are
Maybe
single
Baker
QB.
Mayfield. Yeah, of
These
course,
are
single QB. Me personally, in priority, I'm liking Drew Lock. I'm liking Jared Goff. I'm liking Tua, or no, I'm liking Baker Mayfield. Then I'm liking Tua. Then it's Carson Wentz for me, and that's how I put it in priority.
Wow.
I'm
Right. Carson. No, I get it though. They're gonna run the ball down the Giants' throat. That's what they're gonna do.
no, I just
Carson-
don't think I just think that Carson is a tackle away from not lasting.
Okay.
I will never pick up Carson Wentz in fantasy football. I will never play him in fantasy football.
And to be fair, the Giants aren't terrible against the pass. They're
Is
like
Adam
11th.
Thielen and David Johnson for Michael Thomas a good trade? In a 10-team league?
No.
No, not in a 10-team league. If you were in a 12-team, I'd be like, okay, like fuck it, like you got some wiggle room.
Even in a 12-team, I know David Johnson's going through concussion protocol. You've gotten through the hard part with David Johnson. Just stick it out. If you've kept him this long, just keep him.
I don't want
And-
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, and I don't want Michael Thomas either.
I don't want any dealings with Michael Thomas. The only dealings I want with Michael Thomas is getting rid of him. If I'm the person getting rid of Michael Thomas, yeah, give me whatever the fuck. I don't care at this point.
I'm asking for a lot still.
I mean, you have to because of the value you invested in.
Exactly. Somebody will pay it though.
It depends on your record. I feel like you can
You're
only
idiot.
make that case
Idiots
depending on your
don't
record.
really-
I feel like you can only make that case depending on your record. Like if
We
you suck,
say-
like if you you are out of the playoff contention, like in the next 3 weeks you're not gonna make it.
then
Like, and
shouldn't
you know
even be
mathematically
making
you're not-
trades.
Yeah, one, you shouldn't be making
I hate
trades.
Like
One,
people
you
that
shouldn't
are,
be
like,
making
7
trades.
Losses don't make trades. That's bullshit.
Right. Just set your lineup and get done with the season. Your season's over.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you are gonna do some shit, like you know, because I get that some people want to play spoiler and they want to be that dick in the league. Like if
Oh,
and
that's
then
me.
in the past, like I was that person where like I'm gonna be a dick. Like if I'm not gonna make the playoffs, then I'm gonna fuck over whoever has the best chance to make it.
That was me. And
Yeah,
that is me.
but that's part of fantasy football too.
Mhm.
You know, like that's
And
part of
and
it.
That's part of like not being like a piece of shit. Where just like you give up because you're out and you don't make moves and like J Love said, just make sure you set your lineup at least and you know don't be that guy. That's
Yeah,
I believe in karma in this
But-
case fantasy karma. Don't be that
but
guy.
yeah, if you haven't done shit, like and like your record is shit, and you have Michael
Yes, they will
Thomas,
punish you.
and you have Michael Thomas, get whatever. Like, dude, like honestly, get whatever.
I feel the same way with Lamar Jackson. If you're like on the cusp right now of getting into the playoffs, or you're right outside of it, and you have Lamar Jackson, sell him, bro.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
It's just
There's no reason to have
people hold on to fond memories, bro.
Unless you're a Ravens fan, there's no reason to keep Lamar Jackson. Unless you're like a diehard Ravens fan, where you're like, I can't get rid of him. I drafted him at the second round.
I have the trio. I have him, Hollywood, and Andrews.
I don't care. So here's the thing. I don't care what your fucking real life team is. There's money on the line.
My guy,
there
aren't
is
you
money.
the same?
There is money. There is money. There is money. Like if I have to get rid of my Antonio Gibson shares,
if there's money, then there's Bogard.
He's the number 12 quarterback right now.
So he's a QB1.
Barely.
That's how you sell him, though.
Not where you drafted him. Not where you drafted him.
That's how you sell him, though. You say, bro, he's a QB1, bro.
This time last year, his numbers were stupid.
Yeah.
Compared to this year for himself. I'm not even throwing anybody else. Because they're, holy crap.
Who is the QB1 right now? Is it Mahomes?
Exactly. Yeah, Jimmo.
It is. Mahomes, Russell, Kyler, Josh Allen. Depending on your league, I think, though.
I thought Kyler was second.
It all depends on your league.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, I don't want anyone. So I want to get rid of this misconception of if you're out of it, and I'm talking, and I'm really specifically talking to people that are really out of it.
Yeah, okay? Like 7 losses already.
Beat that team that's trying to go for that bye. I love
if you have 6 losses at this point, I almost want to say you're done.
No, but you still have a chance, though.
All right, let's be real. Let's be real.
Very small, but you still have a chance. I've seen it done.
If you are 3-6 through week 9, you're done.
I'm trying to lay down fundamentals.
Okay.
If you are still in it, then yes, still try. If you are already mathematically eliminated, there are some leagues where that may be a possibility for you. Mm-hmm. Okay? I encourage all of you to compete no matter what. But if you are mathematically eliminated, you need to be playing spoiler. That needs to become the culture of your league.
There is pride in being the spoiler.
You need to come out and you need to be the biggest, most vindictive dick in your league. I'm not trying to make sure.
Put the dick in vindictive.
I'm not trying to make sure. I'm not trying to get you to lose friends or anything like that. No, keep your friends because fantasy's for a season. It's not lifelong. Okay.
Dynasty league.
Okay, dynasty league might be lifelong. Fuck. Y'all get what the hell I'm saying. Stop nitpicking.
I know. I know.
Okay, fantasy is for a season. But if you are out of it, you need to be the most vindictive person in your league. I don't want to look around leagues and see people that are at the bottom of the barrel. Leagues that I'm in, or leagues that you guys might be in, and you guys are asking me questions about, and send me screenshots, and I can tell that the guy that's at the bottom isn't even doing shit or not giving a shit. Still give a shit. No matter what your record is, you give a shit until the very fucking end.
You guys want to hear a real life story? So I don't know if Tino is still in the chat, but in the league that I'm in with Tino, it's a 14-team league, super flex IDP, 8 IDPs, right? This is a boss league, right? There's a guy who only has 1 win so far, and he's already been mathematically eliminated because it's 14 teams, right? So once he got his 7th loss back in week 8, he was done. He started making trade offers and trading away key pieces, and then he just benches all his guys. He was on some dickhead shit. You know what I mean? So we banned him, removed him as a manager, and then now we're just going to set his lineup accordingly. We reversed all the trades that he made because he was just trying to corrupt shit because he was just upset. You know what I mean? And then I told motherfuckers, I said, that guy shouldn't come back next year. You know what I mean?
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, I'm just saying this is the worst case scenario of it.
I would literally kick him out. I'm sorry.
He's out. He's out. He is out.
I'm not saying be that
guy. Kicked him out of the group chat, blocked him from everything, bro. You're done. We take this that serious. Don't fuck around like that.
There's a difference between playing fucking strategically and being a dick.
Yeah, and he
That's
was being
being a
the
dick.
dick.
That's a
Yeah,
dick.
this is why I wanted to use this as an example because you're saying be vindictive, be the guy that wants to piss everyone off
Yeah,
because you're spoiling them.
part of the
Don't
game.
you're canceling
That's a different
Christmas.
way of pissing
Yes,
people off, though.
but don't be mad because Christmas was canceled for you. Be the guy that wants to cancel Christmas on everyone because y'all know what you guys know what
Activate-
Christmas is
hey,
about.
I'm not
Christmas
gonna
is
out of the
fantasy
playoffs.
championship.
If you are not
Yeah,
winning in
that would
fantasy,
be-
if you are not winning in fantasy right now, okay, be strategic of how you're doing it. Be polite about. I mean, be fair. Like you know what the context of fucking fair is. Me, I'm a super competitive person.
It's the
I will-
Geneva Code, bro.
Well, yeah, it's Geneva. Like me, I'm a super competitive person. I've never not been fair. Like when I told Bogart, I was like, "Yo, let's go head to head this past week." Not only was it because I didn't want him to fuck himself over, but I wanted to be fair and I want to be like, we're two heavy hitters, and I personally wanted to see what the fuck would have happened with our best talent against our best talent.
But you know that's all I had to do, though. I mean, that's all I had. You know,
I know. But like, you can be competitive and be fair. There is a such fucking thing.
There's
Like
a world.
it's not far fetched.
It's the rules of engagement.
Yeah, like you can be vindictive and not get yourself kicked out of a league.
So
You know-
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, like I prime example. I knew I had a
Right.
roster. I had a roster this week where I knew I had to drop someone, and the rules stated I had to. I was at my max players. I had players on IR. I had a full
Yahoo's
roster.
very strict about that.
They won't let you make a claim.
I did not. I skipped out on waiver claims. I played the game. I was like, okay, these are the rules. I played within the rules, and I did not make a drop. This was in the SBI, by the way, and I dropped something that I knew that no one was going to give a fuck about. It was Greg Ward, and I did not make my drop until the very last second. Until I know that you cannot pick this person up.
Yeah.
You cannot get this. And unfortunately, the drop that I made was a buy person.
Yeah.
You know, but when it came down to the wire, that's the decision I made. I could have made a drop that would have seriously impacted somebody, and it would have pissed off the whole fucking league, which is what I was.
You know what's
trying to
hella
do.
funny? Ironically, right? In this same league he's talking about, my co-host did a bonehead move because he had Duke Johnson and David Johnson, and he thought he dropped Duke Johnson. He drops David Johnson, and then he already had Ben drop Duke Johnson. And the irony is now Duke Johnson's the hottest pickup, and David Johnson is, he might not play this week. It's like that sends ripples through the league, though. That's why my point I'm trying to make. Like, be very cautious of what you're doing, playmakers.
Yeah, be cautious, but for real, play the game. Like, and play the game to play inbounds. But I mean, don't go out of bounds.
I go out of
what
bounds all day, bro. College football shit, bro. 1 foot in.
I don't know. Like we've had fair matches. You've always been a fair competitor. But I mean, like be fair in your leagues. Like don't like you want to hustle, but don't
win with honor.
Yeah.
You're
like,
the best around. Well,
I know that I'm the best.
Keep me down.
Like in all of my leagues, that I'm in, I am in playoff contention. You know,
man, take a bow.
Thank you. This is the first year that's ever fucking happened. Where it's like I can sit back at week 10. I'm like, okay, well, I'm out of this one. I'll toss that one out the window. Like usually, I'm tossing this league, but I'm in every league I'm in. I'm in the running. So it's a crazy year. Let's talk streaming defenses. Saints. Who dat? Eagles, Browns, Dolphins, Giants, Lions, Cardinals. I love the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they're the defense that I am trying to
because
Allen?
Josh Allen. Listen, they throw
It's
more
Buda
than they
Baker.
run.
It's Buda Baker.
Look, here's the
Buda
thing.
Baker.
I like opportunity for
actually-
turnovers, and it is Josh Allen.
Okay, this defense doesn't get pressure. They're not.
Yeah, because there's no more challenge.
They may get a turnover here or two, a couple sacks, maybe.
The turnover, they'll probably get 2 sacks at best, and it's Josh Allen. I'd probably say 1. I would say the Eagles defense is the number 1 defense this week.
Well, I have them at number 2. So streaming wise,
I don't want to take the Eagles because the Giants over the last 2 games have put up points. They've done things.
They played the football team and the Bucks in the last 2 weeks. So yeah,
exactly. So there's not enough analysis.
Decent.
There's not a balance.
The last time they played, the Giants defense put up 11 points.
It was on a short week.
No.
That's still better than listen, can we agree on this? Like, what is your defense? You want 10 points at least.
Well, duh. I mean, that's a
right?
floor. Like you want to make sure that you're walking away with that.
Like this is why when I made this list, I was looking at like, how about this? Just play anyone against the NFC East, whatever team it is. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's been a mythology that I've been using lately.
Yeah, like listen, if it's the Giants, play the defense against them. If it's the Eagles, play the defense against them. If it's fucking like I'm never afraid of points being put up against my defense. I want the ball flying through the air. I want,
I want the sacks. I want the interceptions.
I want opportunity to get those
turnovers.
Points.
Yeah.
Yes. You know what I mean?
I want game script to go in that defense's favor.
Like I'm more than never gonna play a defense against a team that's gonna run more than they pass. You know what I mean? Like that's how I view things. You know what I'm saying? So, like I like the Saints here. You know what I mean? I like the Saints a lot here, even though you know what I mean. I mean, they got it together against the Bucks.
I like the Saints defense. I do like the Saints defense.
Yeah, come on. I'm talking about they're playing my Niners. You know what I mean? Like you know what I love I love when my Niners are bad because then I can stream against them. You know what I mean? Love it because then it makes me love them more. Thanks, guys. You know what I mean? Fucking love you guys. I'm serious. I got mad when my defense got good in fantasy.
Giants and Philly are top 10 defenses overall, at least in this one league I'm in.
Exactly, bro.
Weird.
No, this is not weird. This is accurate. Like the Giants defense is good.
It's actually not terrible.
They're like the Bucks last year because Jameis Winston was just putting them in bad positions.
They're the Bucks defense that doesn't get any pass rush.
Exactly. That's perfect.
Which isn't good. I'm sorry. You need pass rush in today's league.
Well, remember last year the Bucks secondary was trash. You know what I mean? And
no, they weren't. Maybe to start the year. But okay, they ended out the year in the last 8 weeks as the #1 defense against passing.
No. Against the run, bro.
Oh, I'm talking about against the air where the Giants defense is better than against
27.
No, they weren't. They ended off the year amazing.
But you want to know why? Okay, they might have ended off amazing, but overall, they were in the bottom half. They were bottom of the barrel, but you could argue that it was because of Jameis Winston's 30 picks that always put them in the bad positions. You know what I mean? So short fields to defend, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Started playing Jamel Dean and went crazy.
Jamel Dean is the guy, bro.
Miles,
who's the other guy? Bunting. Like him
Bunting.
too. Love him. And I'm not mad at Carlton Davis neither.
Carlton Davis has been.
I'm not trusting Debo because he keeps getting hurt, Miles. I'm not trusting Debo because he keeps getting hurt. So there's the answer to your question.
If Debo's back, actually I like John Brown in that matchup.
Yeah. You always do that. You're like about to start and
because then I hear the other name and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
I'm too impulsive. But it kind of makes me who I am.
It really does. It really does. That's part of your personality.
Yeah.
We got through streaming defenses. We got through all the positions. Is there anything else that you guys feel that we need to go around and toss it in terms of the waiver wire that we need to touch on?
Let's have a new segment. It's on the spot. Asking for a friend, right?
Okay.
Right. So asking for a friend.
I dig it.
Right. Okay. Do I drop or do I claim Carson? My friend. Asking for a friend? Does my friend claim Carson Wentz over Drew Lock in a single QB league?
No.
Or do I rock? No. Okay, I like it.
No, Drew Lock has a great
my friend
matchup.
Likes it. Yeah, against the Cardinals.
Drew Lock does have a very.
But also,
the Raiders.
I've been streaming QBs all year in this league, so my friend.
Shit, tell your friend to roll with Drew Lock, man. Go for it. It's 2020.
Yeah,
2020, and Drew Lock is a viable fantasy quarterback.
I like Drew Lock.
I have one for a friend.
Okay.
For a friend, and this is inspired off of a question in the chat. For a friend, do you guys think that right about now you should maybe start settling out with your team and maybe having gotten to know your team a little bit better? Or are you rushing before the trade deadline to hurry up and make the last couple of moves?
I'm always trying to get better. And if getting better means trading, I'm doing it.
It depends on where you are. If you're a middling team,
Yeah,
I
let's
think
get
at this
specific.
point, like, okay, for me, I'm a person where I always draft with depth. And in both of my leagues at this point, I'm trying to sell all that depth and trying to get top tier talent because that's what's hurting me. I leave all these points on my bench and I'm trying to get that in my starting lineup.
Ooh,
And
because
that's what
it
I'm
makes your
trying to do.
decision making easier.
Because all these teams right now, because
Exactly.
it's 2020 and everybody's looking for depth, I'm selling my depth pieces and getting talent to start.
Big dogs.
But if you're a team that's high, I focus on waivers. If you're 6-2, if you're 6-3 at this point, 7-2, undefeated, in a rare case, stay where you're at. Don't turn down trades if you're getting better. Just don't fire sell your team because you're 9-0 for a reason.
It's true.
Sven?
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Two leagues.
J-Love is a thing of beauty.
No, he's very concise. I like it. It's
Yeah,
like,
he always is, yo. It's like he has notes on everything.
I don't know. I do love trading. Like you said, if I'm only going to do the trade if I know it's going to benefit me. If I personally think that I'm going to get a good, it may be a bench player, but I don't care. I want that value in that bench player.
I have one that's like really important right now. Asking for a friend. Do I move 2 RB2s for a wide receiver one?
You mean your friend?
No.
Who are the RB2? Who are the RB2?
When you have okay, wait. Do you move 2 RB2s for a wide receiver one when you have 3 RB1s when they're playing?
Okay, so
you have 5
on my
RBs.
team. I have 5 RBs
on your friend's team. On your friend's team.
On my friend's team. Let's just say my friend's team possibly has Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, and Miles Sanders.
Back. Okay.
And he's trying to get wide receiver.
I'm in that league with your friend.
I don't.
And he made moves to get those running backs too.
Yeah.
I mean, Chubb's coming back this week. There's
against Houston too. Yeah.
Mixon's coming back. Both of them have top. I think.
I traded your friend.
I'm gonna tell your friend to roll the dice. Like literally roll dice on whoever. Like if I roll a 7, I'm starting Chubb. If I roll an 11, then I'm starting. Whoever the fuck else. Like I would start putting chance
Sanders, Chubb, when they're healthy, you play them. Mixon.
Who else does your
when they're healthy, you play them. And who's the RB2s you're talking about?
Yeah, you said RB2s as well.
For my friend, it's David Johnson and DeAndre Swift.
Well, David Johnson is kind of
I would pair
now.
You
got to go for somebody who wants him for later. You know what I mean? Like after.
I play all my big name guys if they're healthy, and I
keep them. I would keep them. Wide receivers you can find. Like Jacoby Myers was found 2 weeks ago. The ability to find a wide receiver, I feel like is a lot easier than
first name
than a running back. Like, do you feel more confident picking up Jacoby Myers or Kalen Balash?
Miles, what are your 6 RB1s?
Damn, I love it.
That's not possible.
Yeah,
it might be.
I'm just saying though, I feel like running backs have more. Value. They have a lot more value this year than they do any other year.
If you could take David Johnson and who's the other cat? I mean, your friend
DeAndre Swift for who? For a Tyler Boyd?
I would do that.
The player in question was Allen Robinson.
Oh yeah, I love his rest of the season.
I love me some Allen Robinson. No.
Yeah, I love him so much that I don't care that it's Nick Foles or Trubisky perhaps throwing in the ball. That's how good A-Rob is. And that schedule the rest of the way, barring that's the other bye week. That's the other bye week
for a wide
week
receiver
11.
Who are your other wide receivers? Your friend, of course. I'm talking to your friend, exactly.
My friend's other receivers are Calvin Ridley, Michael Gallup, Devontae Parker, and Keenan Allen.
Oh, you need to do that, yeah, because Keenan Allen's your number one, clearly. Gallup.
And Calvin Ridley's on bye this week.
I don't know.
Damn it, Gallup. I had so much promise for you this year.
Of course, Gallup would have been fine with Dak Prescott, but Dak is not there. I just want to give Michael
so
Gallup
bad.
a hug. I want to put on my mask.
He needs one, bro.
I want to put on my mask and give him a hug. Sanitize my hands and just
get within the 6 degree.
Dude, honestly, yo, J-Love, if you can tell your friend to actually do that trade, screw it. Just do it. Go for it.
Yeah. Justin Jackson's not an RB1.
And your friend's record. Your friend's record in that
Freeman's
league,
not the
you
RB1.
need to do that. I mean, your friend.
Yeah, my friend needs to do that kind of bad.
Cook
This
Jacobs,
week's kind of a must-win
what
game.
about
This is
these?
the most confusing segment, but it's fun. We should do this more. Asking for.
So-
I like it actually
It's a pretty good one, right?
because it's
we
funny
get to
because
get
we're
vulnerable.
because we know we're talking about our own teams,
Yeah.
which makes it better.
Especially if we have time. Especially if we have time to be able to talk it.
And we were pretty efficient on time today.
Really quick, Miles. He said, is it
How
time
long
to
does the show
sell?
go for?
We have
Usually
a couple more
half.
minutes. We literally have only
Yeah.
a couple more minutes.
Oh.
He said it's time to sell high on Gibson. He said he have 6 RB1s. So I'm gonna correct you. I know he doesn't.
Gibson's
so
not RB1.
You're not
he's
selling.
like a back-end, high-end RB2.
You're not out of the backs that you have: Dalvin Cook, Jacobs, Robinson, Freeman, Gibson, and Jackson.
You're
selling
selling ones.
You're selling Jackson and Freeman. You're keeping Gibson. Don't right now. This is week 10, baby. Why are you trying to
I
make
think
other
when he
people
says
stronger?
RB1, he
means
like
at the current.
starters on the team.
I know what he means. I know what he means.
Is
I'm
Justin
talking about
Jackson
true
already
definition.
on now?
We're being
Asking-
logical on the channel. We're being logical.
Yeah.
Asking for a friend. My friend just made that move, by the way.
Nice.
Dude.
That's
Is
good.
that why
Did
my
somebody
sleeper
accepted?
just
They
went off?
accepted?
Yeah,
That
it got
person
accepted.
accepted it.
Bro, it
Damn.
was-
Yo, props to the other to the other person
Yo,
that
you're
accepted
boy.
because that was quick. I like that. Making me
Miles.
wait.
Hey,
Don't
who
we
did
make
you
me
grab?
wait on trades?
I mean, who was the receiver your boy grabbed?
Hold on,
Your
wait.
friend?
Allen
Thank
Robinson.
you. Fuck.
For
God damn it.
DeAndre Swift and
Wait, everyone wait. Thank you. All righty. Miles, for you. You'll go Dalvin Cook. You'll go Jacobs. You'll go Gibson. All right. Or actually you'll go Robinson over Gibson. Keep Gibson on your bench. All right. If you're moving anything, you're moving Freeman and Justin Jackson, and that is the move that you are making. You are hanging on to your value in week 10. Make them beg for it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Jackson
you
and
go.
Freeman, and then you'd be like, "Oh, you don't like that? Well, I
It's
have
all
Gibson here."
No one
You know what I
heard
mean?
you. No one heard
There's
you.
tiers to that.
I'm not upset about moving Josh Jacobs. I know that sounds crazy.
I'm not either.
Their schedule's pretty tough. I think you can get a decent value. I think you can get
And he doesn't catch the ball.
Right? Like, what is this? They're using Devontae Booker. Like, it's Jalen. Like, it's it's good for a team, but fantasy, it sucks.
Trash. I hate Josh
like I
Jacobs.
said, those are the guys I'm keeping. That's a combination of things that have been working out for me in my leagues. And
because you did just say like your friend was settling right now. You know what I mean? Like, and this
has nothing to do. I didn't say anything about my friend.
No,
Can we talk about one player? Is that
helping
okay?
out a guest? I'm actually trying to help out a guest right now. Like for real.
I know, but I'm just
Like,
saying
that's my focus. That's my focus.
I'm going back.
There's
to what you said
no.
earlier.
That's my focus right now. It's just the chat.
Yes.
There's nothing else. Yeah.
Can we talk about one player that everybody's
We're good.
probably really, really, really having a hard time with?
What's that?
I don't know. Are we on a time constraint or?
No,
No, not really.
All right, sweet. Jonathan fucking Taylor.
Oh my god.
Okay, there's nothing to do with him. What do you want the consistency to be? He's mediocre as fuck, and you should move him.
What is happening? This is frustrating. It's really frustrating.
What's happening is that what's happening is what I've told everyone is that was going to happen.
The number one schedule.
What is happening is I told everyone that was going to happen. If you want to look back, if you want to look back 10 weeks ago, is exactly what I told everyone. It's exactly what the fuck is going to happen. They have too much firepower in that backfield that they do not know what to do with, and they're trying to muddle around and figure it the fuck out to where they don't know who's going to pop up. They don't know who's going to do what. They don't know what they got.
My fault, Jonathan Taylor Truther.
T-Pain in the house.
Well, one, because I had the ignorant nickname for him. He was Jonathan Taylor Thomas, star of Home Improvement and voice of Simba, right? And then that shit, you know how Bogart does when he has something funny to talk about like that. And I loved him as a talent, but then I just was blinded by the fact that Frank Reich historically does this. He's a running back by committee guy, man. And I was just like, well, they have a 3-down back. And then no.
Well, so because of history, we know what the situation is going to be there.
But he's not playing well.
Yeah, but we're not
on top of that
too, right?
We're not putting. But he hasn't been in that system long. He's a rookie behind Wilkins and Hines. What did you expect? This is the NFL. Like, we all expect rookies to just come out and boom, and I think that's really just because some of us play it.
Another one. Coming back down to earth.
What I'm saying is, I think it's because a lot of us play Dynasty, and we want that to happen. So we go out on air and we say that this is going to happen versus what actually happens in the NFL versus what's realistic.
Plus they're throwing the ball, I guess.
Like that's why me I like to make my show as much of reality meets fucking fantasy as possible versus just like fantasy. I wish this had happened because it's my fantasy.
This is accurate because he always like deads my narratives to fit like, you know, something to help in fantasy. Like, no, we're not doing that. And I'm like, oh, you're right.
But then I end up being right. So it works.
No,
so
exactly.
Okay.
Like, I'm just saying because, you know, there's a difference between when I say outlandish shit or some shit that's like legit, you know, and whenever I say whenever I say Bogart shit, you're like, no, we're not doing that. We need to help people.
Yeah, like me personally, like I'm done even entertaining Jonathan Taylor. Like I'm done with that conversation until the end of the season.
You know what sucks? We can't move him.
So, I mean, you know, you can't move them, really. I mean, unless you're in the league with people with hype. Milo, I'm so sorry. Milo, you have been so patient, wondering.
You're shouting,
I apologize. I've gotten look, I'm about to be dead set and focused.
I'm about
to run through some shit. Travis Fulgham or T. Higgins. You know what? In that matchup, you're good. You're good either way. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the leap of faith and I'm gonna say Fulgham for you.
It's not even.
Fulgham. I'm gonna go Fulgham, but listen. I love exploiting the secondary for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm not even gonna go with the extra
pass rush. Their pass rush is so phenomenal. With the
I'm
Steelers,
not even gonna go with the extra isms.
And that Bengals line is really bad, so I'm gonna go Fulgham.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go with the extra isms. I'm gonna run through people's shit. I'm gonna just help them straight out.
Let's go.
Drop Duvernay for Traquan Smith or T.Y. Hilton. Yes, make that move.
I would take T.Y.
I would not do T.Y. I would do Traquan.
Okay.
I don't trust T.Y. Hilton.
I don't trust T.Y. Hilton with a
I'm
fucking
just saying, like, as far as target market share, like, it's
my guy don't have hamstrings.
T.Y.'s done. I think his years in the NFL are done.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what?
He's done. He had a good run, couple of years. I mean, just I don't know. Sad.
But yeah. And then for Miles,
he misses luck.
Trade Jacobs and Gibson for Derrick Henry. If you can do that,
I would.
Yes.
If I'm getting Derrick Henry.
I feel like that is the only formula that makes a Derrick Henry trade work.
Yeah, you have to give up 2 good running backs to get Derrick Henry.
You better hope the owner of Derrick Henry actually drafted really bad running backs.
Josh Jacobs
after Derrick Henry.
Josh Jacobs is the poor man's Derrick Henry. He doesn't really catch the ball.
Well, which is a possibility. That person that went for Derrick Henry and hit that right on the head. That is a very high probability.
Dude, I have so many leagues where one I'm in with I have McCaffrey, but other than that, I mean, it's god awful. It's atrocious.
Yeah. Did we have one more for a friend, or did we all go through like a for a friend scenario?
Oh, Sven.
Ooh.
You got one.
I guess I could text somebody's. You know, see if
you ask for a friend.
So many I have of
leagues,
friends, situations right there.
He has a lot of
I don't
friends.
have one right now. Friends.
No? All right.
It's tough. Actually, so the one I did have friends. One that I'm in.
I love you guys.
Oh, thanks, man. I like you.
I love you, bro.
So this team, my friend it's CMC. Okay, we know that. Gurley on a bye. Miles Sanders, who's
good.
Inconsistent of health, but when he does play, but he's also got Damian Harris as his other running back,
who's probably not going to play.
Yeah.
Right. So the offer is McKinnon and Deontay Johnson for Miles Sanders.
No,
I'm not doing that.
No.
Right?
Not in your friend's
Right?
position. Not in your friend's position
tell your
where you
friend
don't
to
have
trade
Harris.
CMC.
Yeah, tell your friend to kick
Yeah,
rocks.
and then get the world.
Nobody's going to take him in this league, I don't think.
Nah.
I mean, if my friend offered it to me, I probably wouldn't take it.
I mean, but
you
if
know
your
what I
friend
mean?
is watching this show, you don't have to kick rocks. You just have to come up with better trades.
That is true. I mean, my wide
know what,
receivers,
dude?
I got Boyd and Higgins going.
You
Not
mean
bad.
your friend. You mean your friend.
That's right. My friend and me. Yeah, my
This is
friend.
why this segment is so much
That's right. Yeah. All right.
You know
I'll
what,
talk
dude?
to my friend. I'm not going to do that trade, though.
I love the allure of
Your friend
Deontay
won't. Your
Johnson,
friend won't.
but you don't give up Sanders. Like, Sanders is actually, like, really
And
good.
my running backs are scarce. I also got Justin Jackson, who.
Why are we trading
probably will play
quarterbacks? Why are we trading Kirk Cousins, period? Why is Kirk Cousins
Superflex.
involved in any
Is
trade?
it super flex? Yeah.
For Gus Edwards, right? It has to be super flex for Gus.
Yeah.
No,
It's a super flex.
Kirk Cousins is going to get a lot more points than Gus Edwards.
I don't want either of those things in a trade.
But if you need a
that's so
super
ugly.
flex,
That's an ugly
in super flex,
situation.
quarterbacks are the joint.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah.
Do you need a running back? I mean,
go get Kirk Cousins. Go get Kirk Cousins.
He has Kirk Cousins.
Oh, this is y'all's trade.
No.
no, the friend has Kirk
The
Cousins
friend.
for
Don't
Gus
put that on me.
Edwards.
No,
Gus
my trade
Edwards is
already-
only going to get like 8 to 10
Hey,
8
Robbie,
points.
my trade already went through.
All right,
Punch it
I'll
through.
process it. I'll process it right now. I didn't even look at that.
He
bitch,
got
but-
A-Rob the mob. Good shit, Jayla.
This
I
how
mean,
you
your
know.
friend.
This how you know I'm a good commissioner too, because like,
Pretty good
oh
trade.
shit.
Pretty good.
By the way, the trade deadline is this week in the Smoky Bogey Invitational.
Wait, when is
Oh,
it?
shit.
Is this Wednesday?
It's this week.
This week as in Friday?
Yeah, we have another week in the Office League, so we're good.
It's a week.
No,
yeah,
no.
week
When's
12.
the date?
Or week
League is
12. Office League is week 12. Yeah.
When's the date? Because we should move that one back. It should have been, going into week 11.
It's usually Thanksgiving. It's like around Thanksgiving time is usually trade deadline. That's what I do.
You will not be able to make or accept trades after this week. That's what it says, Bogart. I read it straight
what's
up.
the date? Is there a date?
It doesn't have a date.
It's this
Okay.
week.
It's this week.
You have
that's cool
until
then.
You're
Sunday.
That's cool
co-commissioner.
then.
So
I'm not.
So probably
Yeah,
Sunday.
I'm co. So yeah. Okay.
So yeah, bro. That's gonna be
So
up
it's
to
probably
up to
Friday. Then.
y'all.
It's Friday.
That's fucked. Honestly, that's fucked.
No,
Like the
let it
fact
go
that I even had to
crazy.
go in today. The fact that I even had to go in today and be like, how come I can't suddenly today I was not able to put a player that had COVID on the fucking IR. I was like, we built the IR for COVID. Why am I not able to do this all of a sudden? Why am I not able to do it? It was weird.
I mean,
He's on. It's
for
COVID.
real?
No. Foreign candidate looked into it and he's like, yeah, that's really fucked up. Like, I'm sorry, and he fixed it.
Okay, there it is.
All right, so I'm processing that trade.
Fornicator is the main. It's Smokey Bogey, so Smokey is the main guy. I'm the
shit.
side guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, he went in and he fixed it.
Because he's a hell of a commissioner.
But that's why I had to make the last minute drop of fucking of Ward last second, because it was like I didn't even really want to fucking drop him. I was like, I should be able to put a player on IR, and I couldn't do it. But I didn't want to address it in the middle of the week because I didn't want anyone from the league to be like, oh shit, he's trying to play this in his own thing. But then when I went into the second week, I thought it was just a glitch, honestly, because I was able to do it before, because I once had Jamal Williams on the COVID list, and then I moved him off of it, and then I put him, and I went back to the COVID list, and they're like, nah, like I couldn't put him back on. I was like, well, what the fuck? So then that's when I went in and I did some investigating. It was just a glitch because of the new sleeper update. They just changed it for some reason. Yeah. I don't believe in trading QBs, period, really. But I mean, if you're going to trade a QB,
depends on who you're getting in return, and if you have the quarterback.
And it depends on super flex is where QBs come into conversation for trading.
Well, no, even regular a little bit. Like I can see like, in just small scenarios.
The world is going crazy.
I'm not getting Kirk Cousins, bro. I'm not doing that.
He has Kirk Cousins.
He has Kirk Cousins. Oh, then yeah. Well, Mark Ingram's
for the Gus
back.
bus.
Mark Ingram's going to be back in like a week.
It's just super flex.
It's a difference in points. Like, what is this? This is just ridiculous.
This is stupid. Yeah, don't just keep Kirk Cousins. Just keep Kirk Cousins, dog. Just keep Kirk Cousins.
We don't have enough context
That's what he was thinking.
go otherwise.
He agreed.
Yeah,
he agreed.
like-
He was just asking for a friend.
Okay, yeah.
I love this. That we need to exercise that segment more. That's a good segment.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I
I always
like
want
it.
to ask. Because that's when we get off air.
Who's
on
the editor?
Sundays,
Miles. Miles, if you're watching, we're gonna need a clip of that too. Asking for a friend.
He is not the video editor. He does graphics. He does all
right.
stuff.
All right. Whoever's video.
Complicated Kai.
Shout out to
I'm about to
Complicated.
start dumping just work on a motherfucker's desk. Honestly, like I'm
Let's
at that
go.
point. Like,
Okay, now let's eat, bro.
like niggas ain't just
Time
trying to
to
fucking pick up the shovel and just like I'm gonna clip this one segment of this show. Like I'm gonna just
It's
start
time
making
to
sure. Like,
eat.
I'm fucking at this point. Fucking
Time to eat,
bullshit.
bro.
I'm trying to become fucking Pat McAfee. God damn it! I want a goddamn silver play button. Damn it! I'm tired of this shit.
Love it.
I'm not tired of this
Outros?
shit. I'm not tired of this shit, but I just want better. Yeah, we're about to get into outros. Like but I want us to keep progressing. J Love, talk to him.
Yep. Rumboyz.com. Find me there. All the articles with all the guys. Twitter, Rumboyz J Love. I'm always here.
Okay. That was short, simple, and sweet.
Like always, my guy.
I'm gonna just slow that down. You guys can find him at Rumboyz J Love on Twitter. Be sure to check him out at Rumboyz J Love on Twitter. Go to rumboyz.com and check out all of his work, all of his articles.
On 104.5.
105.95 here on the Rumboyz Fans Network.
Rumboyz.
But yeah, go and check out all of Rumboyz J Love stuff. Sven, talk to him.
Yo, Sven, part of the Fantasy Fam. Find me at Fantasy Sven. Find us at The Fantasy Fam on Twitter. Check out our app and all the app stores as well. And you can catch me on the Rumboyz Network every Sunday morning for some NFL AM. That's what's up. And if you do Monkey Knife Fight, do the opposite of what I do because I'm currently 0-6. So, yes, do the opposite of me.
We're like fucking like me and Bogart.
We're
like
getting closer to 500 now. Like we were like
Good
Yeah,
we
Lord.
were 500.
Yeah, we
I
were
hate
like
this
fucking
crap.
like 800. Yeah, we were.
I'm
like
looking at
800.
for the Masters, which I cannot wait to watch this weekend. So I'm gonna have golf and football up. So excited!
Nice.
Bro. Yeah, the
Oh.
Masters.
The Masters is gonna be fun.
I'm excited to watch. You see that John Rahm? Did you guys see that hole in one today?
That fucking hole in
Yep.
one, legendary
That's
as
fucking
bitch.
That doesn't
awesome.
happen. He's gonna win it. He's winning it. I like he's a favorite already. He's a favorite already.
He's the
but
favorite
like,
because of that shot, bro.
dude, he's got to win it now. That's some black magic, man.
That's too
That
much.
was
That's too
Bro,
much pressure.
I'm
That was
not.
creepy.
Yo,
Christmas magic.
Hey, I'm gonna hop on just a conference call between the three of us because I know that all of us are like the three of us we're just betting on whatever the fuck like on Monkey Knife Fight. We don't care. So like, well, three of us will do a Masters shit. Like bro,
Their
we're just gonna fight a
Masters.
call.
Their Masters is boring.
Exactly.
We gotta get my cousin involved. He's the golfing guy.
Bring him in.
Fuck yeah.
He's the
Bogart,
golf guy.
outro.
Hey, at the GMM Network on Twitter and IG. Subscribe on YouTube / the GMM Network. Hey, find us right here.
Yeah, that's right. I
Rumboyz
need
Fantasy
all of
Network.
you to go to our homies section. Our homies features all of
Blah.
the podcasts of which the Rumboyz Fantasy Network are signed with on YouTube. We don't have all of our partners that have all their Spotify and their Apple and everything, but we have all their YouTube channels. So you can link up with all our partners here at the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Every channel that we host and we subscribe to and we recommend to you.
Or as I like to say, that y'all an umbrella.
Yeah, that's underneath our umbrella. You can go
Yes.
to the channels that are underneath us to our homies, and you can keep up with everything here on the Rumboyz channel through their channels as well.
Dial it up.
We are a network for a fucking reason, to be honest. We're a conglomerate, damn it. Also, with that being said, follow me at Rumboyz, spelled with a Z, Net, just like it is on the banner below me.
It's bananas.
It's fucking bananas.
Fucking bananas.
You see how I say banana on the bananas?
Yeah.
But on the banner below me here, at Rumboyz, spelled a Z, Net, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, throw us a like on our Facebook page. The marathon continues. We are hustling every day, getting this information out to you guys every single damn day. Tune in, get with this shit. J Love said he's mad about being Nelly right now, but it's okay. You missed a Halloween episode, so you're dressed up now and you're stomping in your Air Force Ones with your pimp juice.
Yeah, with that phenomenal trade your friend made. Good shit.
Yeah,
exactly. No, so it's all good. It's all good. And then
Cheers,
in
J-Lo.
2020, oh my God, y'all are fucking yo. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls want to do. Subscribe if you have not already. And I love and I appreciate all of you. Dilly dilly.
Brrrah!